G'day everyone. So it's been a while, but it's not for some of you, which is weird. Basically, since I've launched the Patreon for the main channel, this has taken a huge backseat because aside from recalibrating and being able to reset, focus on the most important stuff, the behind the scenes vibe that this channel has had and not known what it is now exactly has its home on the Patreon for behind the scenes. Basically, like there's some pain points of doing behind the scenes content as this channel that YouTube has made really difficult. First of all, it's always like, what's the hook? What's the thumbnail and title? How do I contentify my day or my week or whatever it is I'm bringing you guys in on to make it work for YouTube? And that makes it kind of like it sucks the creativity and the authenticity out of the behind the scenes experience that this has been at times, where we end up shaping up more into content than genuinely showing what happens behind the scenes of the production and the studio and my life and all this stuff, right? So we've actually, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've had weekly behind the scenes for the Patreon for the second tier and up, that have been way more comprehensive than we've been able to afford to do on the vlog channel, because that's the other thing too, is the vlog channel doesn't make any money, and the Patreon is a huge support now to the Jazza channel, which is now on 1 video a week, and it just means that we can now afford to put a bit of that resource into the editors to make a really cool behind the scenes. So aside from not needing to worry about the YouTubeifying content, like what's the hook of this day in the life or whatever the project is, it just means that we could just film through the week and construct it into something that just feels like a fun, pressure-free thing. It's actually become that outlet for me in a really positive way, and it's really nice to share. But with all of that said, that means you guys are losing out on that. It means that I'm not really putting that same, I'm not getting the same thing out of it. It's not a relief for me to do that in this context anymore. It's not efficient. It's not like financially wise. It's just a waste of time and effort and resources to do that here. And it's not something that I have ever really like thought this channel would become, like the YouTube, how to do a YouTube thing. It's always just been my crap. So that means the random like fluctuations that this channel has been is just going to be leaned into a bit. I think it's just going to be way more, hey guys, and I need to stop blabbing as much and just keep it to like 2 to 3 minute updatey things and just bite-sized snippets, so I can keep all of you in the loop in a more concise, non-edited flow of consciousness, and try and wrap my thinking up in a reasonable way, so I don't need to edit it or it doesn't sort of blab on for too much. All this is to say, if you love or have loved some of the more in-depth behind the scenes that have happened on this channel, such as, when we show like how we put big productions together or show some of the team working on stuff, all of that is still happening. The difference is we can do it with room to breathe in a way that makes sense, that actually feels like a relief to everyone here, on my Patreon. So please consider signing up to my Patreon, because it is a direct support. It's a massive like path to me being able to be creative in a way that is sustainable for me and for the content, and also creates a bit of breathing room so I can create cool products and create new companies and projects, that all of which is part of that behind the scenes. So that is where you can go for that. But what this is now is I think we just need to lean into playing around with it. Like the last upload, been a couple of minutes of puppies licking my face. I think I want to use this channel as the way to just sort of have a breathe, a sigh of relief, have a check-in with you, or just show you one moment in my life and just keep it to a couple of minutes. And I think that's all I can manage, but that's also what I want, but also want to know what you want. So let me know if you like the puppy content and the random bits like this, like for example, some of my thinking time or philosophical stuff, or I recently got an executive coach, and some of the lessons I'm getting through her have just been monumental, and some of the paths I'm sort of heading down I'm really excited about. So just sort of sharing a snippet of that when something is sort of exciting me. I think just trying to keep it to a concise little gem. And then I might be able to knock out a couple of these a week just so we can sort of stay on track and it's not a behind the scenes of the studio. It's just sort of like, hey, here's a window into my mode of thinking for the day. Anyways, I'm just aware this is already 5 minutes and I blab so much and I don't edit these clips anymore. So maybe I should do shorts. How's this vibe with you guys? Probably weird because I'm on my side. So I don't know. Let me know. Bye.